that gun went off, it'd be just like murder. What's your point? What is his point, Jackie boy? What if the prospects died during Russian roulette? What was Rat Boy getting at? Was he getting at a possible mayhem vote for Jax Teller that if this gun went off, then it would have been like murder, damn it. It would have been Sam Crow killing another. No, I don't think it would have been like that, big man. But this is Sons of Anarchy Season 4, Episode 6, Theory. The club are determined to get to the bottom of who has stole the brick. And I think it's just a simple fact that they were prospects is why they were put into this Russian roulette. Because realistically, Jax shuts down the fact that it could have been Juice. Clay points out that Miles is too much of a retard to steal the brick, so they think it's automatically the prospects. But let's just say the prospects were doing their own thing, and it literally couldn't have been them. They would never put two patched members in this predicament with Russian roulette unless they actually like knew both of them were involved, and it was like, right, who's the worse evil here? You know, who's the lesser evil, so to speak? Who do we not need to kill? And maybe get one of them to admit it. But here, if it was two, is the only reason they couldn't do it with two patched members is that it would resort in a mayhem vote potentially down the line, and with prospects, do you not get that sort of weight dropped on your shoulders? Who knows? But we did put out three options, and we've got Cartel find out about missing brick, just comes clean, and then Dondo patched in as a prospect. Now that is a bit of a banter reason, you know. I like just throwing in a wee curveball, a wee David Hasselhoff curveball, wing it in right there. And you know, I'd have been intrigued to see Dondo patched in as prospect. To be honest, I think it would have been absolutely fab dabby dozy seeing the big man, the half. You know, we've seen him in SpongeBob lay the smackdown with Patrick and SpongeBob SquarePants. What could he have done? Could he have laid the smackdown to those two like he did, like he could do to Clay Morrow and Jax Teller? We'll have to wait and see. But we had 272 votes on this poll. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. And in last place, we do have Dondo patched in as prospects. So pretty much, like, if the prospects died, then they would need new prospects. And would Dondo be first on that list? I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm actually thinking the club don't even get another prospect from here to the end because I believe Phelan's already there, isn't he? Phelan, I'm pretty sure, is already at the club. So, feel like this point, there's no more prospects now. People might argue in the series finale with Tio, he's a prospect, but no, he's not really. He just doesn't have any. He's he's a fully patched member. He's a member, but he's got nothing. He's got no cut. He's essentially he's just wearing a bit of leather, but he's not a prospect. Second place we've got Juice comes clean now. Juice didn't come clean with these two being threatened with death. Would he have came clean if both of these guys shot themselves? Would that guilt have preyed on him? Because if you look at it, he does try and kill himself in the next episode because he can't really live with it. So if you look at it from that point of view, would he have came clean? No, he didn't come clean after killing Miles. I guess you could. I think the Miles death though is different. It's more like self-defense. Even though he's killed a fellow brother, it's still self-defense. While with Rat Boy and Phil, I can honestly see there being more guilt if the gun goes off twice and kills the two of them. For Juice, I can genuinely see that. And then our final option, we've got the cartel find out about the missing brick. Well, that is the problem here. Now, if both prospects died, right, during Russian roulette, then the club would have just shown off these two bodies and been like, aye, Galindo, aye, Romeo, these two pricks stole the brick. Would it have give Juice the time to go retrieve the missing brick? And then what would have happened? Say Juice went and tried to get the brick. Would Miles still have caught him? Could Sam Crow have been down? Three members, two prospects, and a jobber. I mean, they very easily could have been, if we're being honest. But yeah, they survived it. But anyway, for what I think would have happened, I think the cartel probably would have found out about the missing brick. I think with two dead bodies, I think it would have been extremely risky for Juice to try and return the brick. At least like the first time around, when he like in that what actually happens in the show, he is trying to return the brick. I think he's returning the brick to save his own skin, but he's also kind of doing it for the prospects because he knows if he returns the brick, they aren't going to die. Realistically, they're just going to both be put out and not be trusted. So yeah, I think I would have changed it dramatically. But let's go into your comments. Bridget Connor says, might as well have just patched Dondo into Sam Crow. At least they would have made more sense than determine someone's guilt by playing Russian roulette. I suppose it was more suspenseful than playing Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, though. I guess. Yeah, you know what? Like you can question their method, but like I said, they wouldn't have done it with fully patched members. It was like you're a prospect. Yeah, you only pay about $5 worth of dues a month. You're going to get killed. And then Alex Shara says, man, they really did Filthy Phil dirty in this show. He had so much potential. He did. But when every scene that I can recall of him is just sitting, eating out of a mixing bowl, there's only so much you can really do with that. And then also, his most memorable scene is when he's actually dead and Jax goes, I proxy Phil. He's a yay. That sums up Filthy Phil. You know what? He gave us some great scenes in the show when he's riding the bike to let everybody know that Stall and Jimmy are dead and his fat ass is too big for the bike. But come on, man. I think they did do him dirt. I think if you actually portrayed the guy as like a big threatening dude, he'd have been a fucking monster. But they played him as a big shite bag, and it didn't really work. So until then, peace.